Fun.
Hey. comfortable with that, then we can go that route if everyone is comfy.
Okay.
Yeah, I will let you know, because it's not really a lot that I have to talk in session 0, but okay, so, you guys know, but if anybody is watching who doesn't know, I don't know, because I can't see the Twitch right now, I'm not really paying attention to it. Uh, our entire campaign is about death, and death can be a very triggering thing for people, so, if you guys do get triggered by anything that we're talking about, feel free to just message me if you don't feel, like, comfortable bringing it up, or if you can just say, "Hey, red light, I wanna stop for a second because I don't want to trigger anyone." And the same goes for anyone watching. If you stumble across anything that you don't wanna see, feel free to leave and come back. But yeah, our campaign is about death. A lot of it, it's gonna be talked about a lot. There's going to be a lot of it, and, all of our players are also dead, and they're gonna be grappling with that because one of the things they don't tell you is sometimes you have to grieve for yourself. So, um, if anybody has anything to add to that, I think that's a pretty good disclaimer. But like I said, feel free at any time to let me know if you're uncomfortable or triggered by anything that we're talking about, okay?
I could hear Sam on my side. I had to mute her, so I didn't have both Discord and Twitch. Yep. That's the, yeah.
Testing.
That's weird. You don't have a voice. Sorry.
Well,
Your voice has
everybody,
been
I'm
muted.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi, puppy.
sorry. Hold on.
I see everybody's stuff going off just on
Yeah.
her screen, but I don't hear anyone. I've got all the audio through mobile Discord though, so
Nice. Oh, Fluffy says there's no sound. I heard her when I got on, but wonder if it's.
Are you able to hear me? Okay.
how much of a delay is this between what we're hearing and what's on
Shouldn't
Twitch?
be that big of a
Because Sam
delay.
is talking. Huh?
It's not that long.
Hello? I'm a
Hello.
car. That's my food. Get away, cat. Shoot. Xander's been summoned. Oh boy. Alright, I got dice. Okay, good. I wanted to. Oh.
Just to give you guys a heads up, Fridays is when I pick my kids up,
Oh,
so
yeah, I
I
remember
may have
that.
to leave. Yeah, it only takes unless there's
Okay.
something that happens. It usually only takes about 20 minutes.
All right, so I got sound. I can see it.
Ooh.
Hello. So
Hi.
I got PB. I see Fluffy. I see everyone in the chat. Hi guys. Ooh,
Hello.
I'm excited to see you guys. Thanks for popping in
Welcome.
here. Okay, so now that I can focus again. So I don't need to repeat all that, right? Because I didn't hear that. You guys heard it?
Yep, we're good.
We're good? Okay, fantastic. All right. Let's see.
From the beginning, please.
No. Nice try.
What? I was enamored by a plastic bag.
What
Oh,
plastic
well,
bag
you
are you
know.
talking about?
Focus, focus. Okay. Next thing. I'm going to have a lines and veil sheet for you guys. We don't need to talk about that on stream. I have it. So let's see. Everyone, try not to talk over each other. Let's share space here. I always like to say stop and go ahead, and then if I'm the one talking, I stop afterwards. Just be kind of semi-conscious about it. There's 6 of us in here in total, so we just have to. And there's a weird delay on Discord, so just be mindful of that. All right. Table rules. Because I've got a few rules. I don't care what anyone says in 2024. You will roll for divine intervention. I don't care. Fucking fight me. Okay? All right.
Not a fight, I'll win.
And you guys have already been really good about asking me about any rules, so you can just bring anything to me. And yes. Oh no, what's that?
What happened?
Oh no. You went blind. Oh no, Deadman, I hate to tell you this, but you're gonna die. Let's see. Okay, so I wanna go through each one of you guys, and I want you to introduce yourselves, what you'd like to be called on stream, and your character's name, please, because some of y'all have some interesting choices, and I wanna make sure I'm saying them properly. So I'm gonna start with my right over here, and then we'll go around. Alright?
So
So
is that me
Cougar,
then?
take it away. Yep.
Cougar's on the right. This is Cougar Chaos Gremlin. And my character's name is Elizara, rogue. I'm playing.
Elizara. I'm saying that right?
Yeah, her name. Yeah, Elizara. It's probably gonna end up being Zara for short, if that makes you feel better.
Oh, I do that too. Don't worry. I love giving my characters names that you can't say, and then I change it. Okay. Go ahead, Paragon.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Paragon. You can call me Orem, or as that's my character's name, Orem, the Ghost Flame. And I am playing an Artificer Wizard for now.
For now, he says. Cougar, what are you playing?
Oh, I meant to say I'm a tiefling. Sorry. I was like, oh, I didn't realize I'm rogue tiefling.
All right, Shadar Kai, by the way.
Let's see. Deadman, go ahead. You guys, all of you, I swear. All right, Joe. You are muted, just so you know, but it is your turn.
Yes, I'm Joe, Mr. Smith, if you're nasty. I am playing Goliath Cleric. He is the father of the Forge Rune, also known as Forge Father Rune. Yeah, that's it. You can call me Joe or again. Yeah.
All
all I got.
right. If I'm calling you above table. All right. Gur, it's your turn.
I am Gur. Everyone knows Gur. I am playing a barbarian fighter multi-class, and my name is Pugna, the elf.
Sorry.
Pugna.
Pugna.
You say Ugna the elf?
Pugna.
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 And then
No, I
Joe.
said Ugna.
I meant what I said.
Joe, you for your why can't I think? For your PC, do I have to say Forge Father Rune every time, or can I call him Rune for short? Or Forge Father? Which one do you want?
If he's having a conversation, he'll introduce himself as Forge Father because that is his title. But Rune's fine.
Perfect. Okay. I just wanted to clarify because you have that there. All right. Yes, BB. You are
I
right.
heard you heard that right. It's like bug. No, okay.
Pug nah. Yeah, I said the same thing, but this is why I had you all do it yourselves because you're not gonna get me. I know that game. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Is there anything you guys want to address before we were to start? We've talked about a lot of stuff already in chat. Just so the people in stream know, we're not just rolling into things. We have spent a lot of time talking in chat before
Mhm.
this. So, is there anything anybody at the table would like to address before we were to start? Because I'm ready to
Yeah,
start if you guys are.
I'm really
I'm
uncomfortable
good.
with Beth, so
Oh, sorry, I thought I
Well,
had my
guess what?
mic
You're in the
muted.
wrong campaign.
I'll have to get rid of the skull behind me.
It's great. Bye.
I will let you know if there's any weird rules besides the divine intervention. We'll pretty much follow the rules as we go. I'll let you know if there's
Actually,
anything
important question. I
special.
apologize.
Go ahead.
Did you consider my idea for counterspell, where it's a contested roll rather than concentration?
Oh yeah, we can go back to the what is it 2014 where you roll because what is it now? It's like a yeah
Yeah, it's a Constitution save.
yeah yeah no we can yeah we can do that. I'm okay with that. I don't like the way counterspell is now.
I'm ready whenever
Some of
you
the things Some of the things in 2014 just really make my head twitch a little.
are.
Oh, come on.
Don't even get me started on the things they've done to clerics. I would fight someone at Wizards of the Coast. But all right.
I like what they did with clerics. They're busted now.
Uh-huh. All right. So
I like that one, I guess.
I'm ready to start. You guys are ready to start. I'm sure if you're watching, you'd like to start as well. So here we go. I have the beginning. Sorry, my kid immediately came up to talk to me.
Happens.
As soon as I started, he literally walked up. Of course. All right.
So
Now
Not an
that
banishment's
important
for
question.
the actual beginning, the beginning. So we start our story in an office of a woman that none of you have ever met before. She is a very beautiful elfin woman. She's got long blonde hair, very fancy robes, and she's sitting behind a very fancy oak desk, looking over a list in her hands and sort of fretting over it. She's flipping through pages, kind of back and forth, reading over it again and again. Uh, she's sort of taking notes, and eventually she sighs. She sets down the notes. She sort of looks around her little office that she has and looks down at the notes again and gathers herself and finally stands up and decides we'll start the day. And she walks across the room. She stops at a standing mirror that she has so she can look over herself, make sure she looks right as rain. And she says before she leaves, as you planned, you can do this. Nods to herself and hurries out the door. She walks down a set of stairs into a very fancy-looking tavern and immediately finds a man sitting at the bar. And, well, she's not too happy about that because that's not the man she's looking for. And she sort of looks around angrily. She's like, "Callum, where is that?" And the man sitting at the bar very gruffly responds, "Look down." And she does, and laying on the floor, completely passed out, is the man she was looking for. Well, now she's just clearly annoyed, and nothing is going as planned immediately out of the door. So, well, fine. Alone it is, she says, and she starts to walk out the door briskly. And as she goes to reach for the handle, she shouts back to the people in the tavern, "I'll be back with our new reapers. Please do try and make yourselves presentable." And she looks down at Callum, and somebody find a bucket of water for that one. And she walks out the door and slams it as she goes. So, Gur, can you do me a favor? Can you tell
Absolutely.
me what your PC has been doing the last couple of days before they die?
My PC would have been Pugna would have been most likely been somewhere between sharpening his blade. He would have been somewhere between finding the next semi edible meal and whatever soft spot he can consider as a bed, as he would have been taking a job with his superior, the veteran, on his way to do some mercenary work.
Right. And now you and this veteran, you've been friends for a long time, right?
Yes, he's the man who taught me everything.
Right. All right. So you guys are going about your business as usual. You know, nothing strange, a typical job that you've done maybe a million times before.
Mm-hmm.
And something happens. The veteran, this man that you've known forever, decides to give you an order that you cannot abide by. What do you think that order would be for you?
It would be to kill defenseless people.
So his order is to set yourself upon this stronghold filled with only the wife and children of the man who owns it. He's gone away. And you decide that's not something I want to do. And as you and the veteran continue to fight and argue and bicker about this decision, about following orders, completing the job, as things do, a battle ensues, a fight.
Mm-hmm.
How does that go for you, Pugna? How does it feel to fight your mentor?
It is. It's not even sad. It's just there's a level of disappointment between understanding who he taught me to be and how far he has come from that person I've known.
As the fight continues, you guys go and fight until the end, till both of you are tired and bloodied and fighting with everything you have. On two different sides, once allies, now enemies, something happens. Your blade slips. And for the first time, you fail. And as the veteran drives his blade into your chest, He's as steady as you are. There's no anger or remorse, but a strange finality. As he says to you, you taught me to choose, and this is me choosing. And then you find yourself fading, laying face down in the dirt, another forgotten adventurer. And then you're standing there all of a sudden.
Huh.
You're not bleeding. There are no mortal wounds on you. In fact, you almost feel kind of good.
Huh. I'm standing over myself, or I'm just standing there.
No, you can see yourself if you look down.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Where has the veteran gone?
You can see he wasn't too ceremonious about killing you. Once the deed was done, he sort of just kind of wandered off in a direction. He didn't really have any plans. I think he was almost as stunned as you are.
I would try to catch his attention. I'd yell at him.
He doesn't hear you. He doesn't respond. But suddenly behind you, you hear a very light hi, and a soft feminine voice behind you.
I would spin around, ready to strike, but I would slow down depending on what I turn around to see.
So and she sort of jumps back. Oh, no. It's all right. That won't work anyways, but no need. Hi. So what you see standing before you is a very, like I said, beautiful elven woman. She's got very long blonde hair, very long pointed elegant ears. She's very done up, well put together. She's wearing beautiful elegant robes and a long dress, and she looks old and wise. You get the air of someone that you would go to get information or to find some knowledge from. And she's standing there with her hands up, sort of like, "No need to attack." Um, ah, hold on, it'll come. Your
I would immediately kneel.
oh, oh, it that's very kind of you, but there's no need for that. Come on, up. My name's Adeline. You are I will come Pugna, right?
Pugna, yes.
Pugna. And she, like, smacks her head. I'm Adelaide. I am your light keeper. Hi. I don't mean to be in a rush. And she looks down at your dead body and she goes, I don't mean to be glib about this, but we don't have a lot of time. What do you need to know?
What happened to me?
Oh, you're dead. Yeah, that he I saw the whole thing. It was very dramatic. Very nice. You did very well.
Thank you. Where has he gone?
Irrelevant? You can't chase him. And you can't. It's not. Don't worry about him. We have other things to worry about at the moment. Right, Adeline, you can do this.
You need me somewhere.
I'm sorry, what?
You need me somewhere.
Yes. You have a new job. It's
The old one
this'll
was
be
killing me.
She looks over at the man walking away. Well, I don't really. This will be a lot easier to explain when we have everybody, so just bear with me, all right? And she's gonna clap her hands, and you're gonna be somewhere completely different. You're gonna feel almost like a sharp tugging sensation
Okay.
coming from your abdomen. abdomen. Can you do me a
Okay.
favor? Can you roll a perception check?
Perception check, absolutely. 9 total.
So you don't notice it. Sorry. All right. So now you're going to be in somewhere completely different. You have no idea what happened. And Joe, I want you to do me a favor. Can you tell us what you have been doing the past couple of days?
Sure. So I am the father of our forge. So I worship the Stone Father, and I have been protecting um, the forge.
Right. So something is happening, right? There's a war going on. You have to protect the forge from an invasion, yeah?
Yes, there's a force coming to try and take over our forge.
And now your entire life has been spent in the almost service of others, the protection of your forge, making of weapons for your village. This is your home. This is everything you love in one place. And
Absolutely.
you are defending it with everything you have, and you have been for a while, right?
No, yes, my life.
And this attack isn't going so well for your village, is it?
No, we are quickly overrun.
So at this point,
I had to fall back to the last stand at the forge itself.
so you find yourself in the last moments because I think, Rune, you know they're coming. This is a soldier's end. This is a man who knows that he's fought as hard as he can for as long as he can. And you're in your forge now, and you're defending it. And you are surrounded by the last grouping of the men with you, the ones who are still willing to stay here and die with you. What is Lord Father Rune feeling? What is he thinking about in his final moments as the enemy forces move in?
Yeah, so he is. And I just said he spent his entire life in service of the Forge Father. I'm sorry, the Stone Father, and he is kind of resigned that he is now going to go stand at the side of the Stone Father after dedicating his life of service to him.
You're fighting and fighting and fighting, and you're thinking about this, your God and the rest and the peace that comes with death. And you're swinging, and finally, the last blow hits. The final hammer falls, and you take your last breaths on the step of your forge. Much in the same way it slowly dims, so does your life. And much in the same way that Pugna found himself, you are now standing over your dead body, looking around. Can you make a perception check for me?
Of course. Oh, that is not great. That is a nat one.
That's my role.
I apologize. I
think
stole it from you.
Mhm.
I think you at this moment aren't entirely sure that you're dead. The enemies are still running in around you. There's still a few men fighting. I think you're still trapped in the battle. How long do you think it would take you to notice that no matter how much you swing your weapon, it doesn't land?
I would say it would probably take a good 30, 40 seconds of just angry attack before I realized that it was ineffective.
As you're swinging, you're going to hear from behind you, Oh, that's not gonna. I am not good at this. Just Pugna, can you just stay here, please? Don't try to go anywhere. It won't work. Hi. And you're gonna hear a voice behind you, and that same elven woman is gonna be standing about 30 feet off. And you're gonna turn around and notice that people are walking through her and another person that's standing next to her. There's her and another man next to her. Pugna, can you describe your character for Joe so that he knows what you look like?
Oh boy.
Are you muted, Gur?
I am. I'm sorry.
That's
Go to bed.
okay. I
Love
do
you.
that all the time.
Mhm. All right. Sorry. Could you repeat yourself?
Can you please describe yourself? Because you are currently standing next to Adelaide and Joe's character, Forge Father Rune, can see you. So can you describe what he sees?
Absolutely. I'm about 6 feet, give or take a couple inches. You see a white hair pulled back in a ponytail, long ears. You see a scar across one of my eyes, and I'm in good art. I mean, not in like any sort of. I'm more in like a leather type armor.
All
Actually,
right.
I'm not even in armor.
And when you are done, I want you to go ahead and Forge Father, go ahead and describe yourself, please, so that he knows what he's looking at.
Sure. So you see a Goliath about 7 feet tall, broad shouldered, probably in his late 20s, looks much younger than the station of his armor would suggest. Um, Ash gray skin, he carries a shield and a breastplate that have the symbol of an anvil on it. And he carries a mace, and he has a kind of standard Goliath tattoos across his face and arms.
He would look. Pugno would look at you, and he would bow his head. He would look up to you, I suppose, and then bow his head and go, "Holy man."
What is happening here?
Oh, same thing as him. You're dead. And she points down at the body. See,
Take me to the Stone Father. I'm ready to see him.
oh, it's always really uncomfortable when you guys follow gods. I'm no. Sorry.
I
Can you
would
make
walk off and try and leave the building.
Oh, you can't do that. Make a perception check for me. Another one.
Oh, that's better. Okay. That's going to be a 16.
You said 16?
Yep.
Perfect. So you're going to feel very suddenly as you try to walk away from her a sharp tug. And you're going to look down and you're going to see a very thin silver wire that kind of comes out of the center of your chest. And if you follow it as it goes around, kind of waves through the air, and it attaches to that elven woman. And she goes, "Yeah, you're not going to get very far."
I try and rip it out of my chest.
Oh, that won't work either. And you notice as you try to grab it, your hands just go through it. Um, hi. I'm Adelaide. This is Pugna, and you are. Hold on, it'll come. You must be Forge Father Rune, right? The Forge makes
That is
sense.
who I am.
Hi. Like I said, Adelaide. I'm. I am. I can't take you to this. I can't take you to the stone pot. I can't do that. I'm sorry. But I can explain what's going on and help you. We just have a couple more people to get. If you'll bear with me.
Doesn't seem I have much of a choice.
Oh yeah, no, that. You're right. But I try to be as pleasant as possible. I get it. It's a lot. And she'll like wave down to your body. Dead and all, you know. Which
I put
by
my
the
shield
way,
and mace away.
impressive fighting. Both of you, very nice. And she just nods her head. And you get the sense, both of you, that this is a woman who doesn't very often see people sword fighting. And she's gonna like come up and she's gonna like brush you off, Rune. Well, here we go. Everyone's looking their best. You say, can you do me a favor, Pagna? Can you
Absolutely.
just smile a little bit? It's so welcoming. I know this is hard, guys, but I think we can do this. Okay? And she claps her hands, and you guys are once again in a completely different location. Paragon, are you back or are you not back yet?
You might want to do me last.
I'm sorry, what?
So you might want to do me last.
Okay. Take your time. All right. So what I'm going to do then, worry not. I have plans. Deadman, go ahead and tell us what your PC has been doing recently before they die, in the last couple of days before they die.
You're like, what did I do? Mhm. Yeah.
You guys didn't think I was just gonna read these verbatim and not make you do any work, did you?
Nope.
No. You guys are doing
Absolutely.
fantastic.
That's exactly what I thought.
Right. And so go ahead. Right. So you've been kinda living in the woods for the past couple of weeks, investigating around, kinda. How are you looking? Are you looking ready for a fight? Or are you looking like somebody who spent, like, weeks in the woods and has just found himself somewhere? So I think when these goblins see you and they see Tinker for this adventurer who's kind of stumbling upon them and fumbling about a little bit, they're a little like, "Meh, about this guy," and you find that it's very easy for you to kinda integrate yourself in with them. They're sort of just like, "This guy is pretty harmless," and through a series of misfortunate events, you find yourself in the tent of the very sorcerer that you've been looking for and that you've been hunting. And you decide to take a different path originally, right? You didn't originally decide to fight. Didn't you try to talk a little bit? And so you and the goblin go back and forth for a long while. And it starts off very much like that, kind of amicable and pleasant even. And then, as goblins do, he starts to get a little offensive and rude. And tempers start to flare. And you find yourself with a real visceral urge to fight this man. And that sets him off. And you find yourself in a head-to-head battle with the head of this goblin camp. You weren't expecting this, but you give it your all, don't you? Then something unexpected happens. You don't lose this battle to the head of the goblin camp. You notice as your fight continues, there have been fireballs thrown and arrows and all kinds of craziness. This has been a long, drawn out battle, but you notice kind of towards the end when both of you are really weak that, well, the goblins around you have decided that, well, their leader is as weak as he is. Time for a regime change. And an all out battle royale has broken out around Tinker in this goblin camp. And arrows are flying everywhere. And you feel suddenly a very sharp sting in your back. And you drop down face down in the dirt. And almost within seconds, you are dead. And you find yourself, much like the others, standing over your dead body. Can you make a perception check for me? So you're gonna know that's all right. You're gonna notice people, these goblins, are passing through you. You, as they do, you sort of out of existence and then come back. Almost like a ghost, but a little bit different. Because ghosts can kind of touch things from your experience, but this is different. They don't notice you. You have no ability to make yourself known here, but they are most certainly continuing the fight around you. What do you do? All right, so do me a favor. Can you describe what Tinker looks like? Because standing off in the distance are 3 people who are much like you and have other people passing through them as well, which would be Pugna and our good friend, Forge Father Rune. Can you describe to them what you look like so they can see you? Um, as you swing and you're kinda trying to figure out what is going on, why are these people passing through you, um, you're gonna hear a little bit off in the distance from those people, and you hear the feminine voice go, "Oh, well, see, now that just was not fair, was it?" And she's looking at the other 2 from behind. Can you believe that? And she just shakes her head. Now
Bonus.
she's exactly, that's what I'm saying, from behind. Couldn't even do the man that just did he fought so well too. And she just shakes her head and she starts coming towards you and she's, like, waving. She's got, like, a big smile on her face. "Hi, come on over. Come on." Do you go over there? Just sighs. "Another one? 2 in one go? Ugh, God, they it's a cosmic joke, I swear. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you this. You are not going to get to see Bahamut just yet. I will explain it. I know it's disappointing. This one," and she points over at Forge Father, "he also had the same complaints, but I promise I will explain. Hi, I'm Adelaide. This one, this is Forge Father Rune, very broody, hasn't talked much. This one, this is Pugna. I like him. He smiled when I said. It was very nice. And you are Tinker, right? Fantastic. Hi, Tinker. Um, do you know what's going on, right? You kind of grasped what's happening here? Just oh, I can assure you, you are firmly still in Faerun, but something like that like I said, I'll explain that more, and, yeah, I'm sorry about the god thing, I can't help that. Anyway, you're dead. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I like to break it in easy so we're just clear from the get-go, there's nothing worse than miscommunication when someone's dead. You don't want someone thinking they're alive, and then you have to break it to them twice, that's never a good time. Oh, I am very good at my job. Anyway, we have a couple more people to get. If you are comfortable, how's everyone doing? Everyone good? And she just starts shaking her head, looking around at you guys, like, looking for reassurance. It's
I don't have
thumbs up.
anywhere to be.
I give her none.
She just laughs hysterically at the "I don't have anywhere to be." She just starts chuckling. She's "Yeah, you're right, we don't, but we actually kind of do, so just bear with me, guys," and she claps her hands, and you find yourself yet again feeling that sharp tug from your kind of little bit under your heart, not exactly your heart, but real kinda close to the center of your chest, and you find yourself in yet again another place. And this time, you're go ahead, Cougar, and tell me what you and your sister have been doing recently?
Ayo.
Oh God. I was trying to get to my sister at Soon's temple. She had decided to face off against woo, if I can remember the name off the top of my head. Do 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 do. I think it's pronounced Colleen. I don't know. She might be able to say it better than me. And they had accused her of blasphemy and not following her faith, and saying awful things about her, and tried to kill her and get her out of the faith she was in. So I tried to get there in time to stop her, but had to watch in horror as she was hit on the shoulder and the side, and blood was coming. She was bleeding. There was smell of copper, roses, incense, and ash everywhere. People were in my way and would not stop trying to fight me to get to her. And
So you
I
found
had to watch.
yourself
Yeah,
you found yourself in that church, right?
yeah,
And your
running through
sister's
the.
all the way on the other side. And
Yeah.
you're running for her. You're just pushing your way through people. Everyone get out of my way.
Yeah.
Tossing people to the side like they're rag dolls, attempting to get over there as quickly as you can. And it's almost like one of those nightmare situations where no matter how fast you run, you never quite get there. And
Yeah.
it feels like the hallways, the people are never ending, the roadblocks in your way, you can't get through them all in time, and you're watching your sister stumble, and you just wanna get to her,
Yeah.
but then something starts to happen, right?
Yeah. My.
She Your sister decides for herself something. Can you make a perception check for me?
What dice to use? Oh, I'm gonna use this one because it's right here. No. That is a 6.
So I don't think you
On
see
par.
it.
Nope. On par.
I don't think you see it exactly, but I think you spent so much time with your sister, as sisters do. You fought, you've loved, you've had silly conversations until midnight, and so you know her intrinsically. You can tell that she sort of made a decision, and she raises her glaive and brings it down, and the room starts to shake.
Yep. The temple is falling apart. There's
And you
fire
have a choice,
everywhere. Yeah.
right? Right
Yeah.
now, you could go one direction and you could choose life. There is a door to your right. There is a way out of here. But your sister is standing there alone. And you know that once this temple falls, there is no hope of survival. What what do you choose to do?
I'm
You
not
run
leaving my
towards her?
sister. Yes, I'm not leaving my sister.
And so
I'm
making that
yelling her
choice,
name.
you decide to just run as fast as you can. You're instead of dodging people now and throwing them out of the way, you're dodging falling debris. You're trying to find the clearest path that you can. And at some point, you find that you're no longer running, but crawling towards her as she lays on the ground. She's been stabbed a few times, and you just can't. It almost feels that same way. You can't get to her, but then suddenly your hands touch, and you do an arm grab, and you can pull her to you, and you have a moment with your sister before all of the rubble crumbles down around you, where you both just look at each other and have that sister moment of telepathy, of that silent "I love you" that passes between two people who deeply love each other. There are no time for words in this moment, no matter how much you wish there was a chance for a long goodbye, there just isn't. So everything has to be said in the blink of an eye. And I think you get that final moment and then nothing. And the rest of you standing outside just see a building collapse. And Adeline's standing outside like, oh, well, this makes things a lot more complicated, doesn't it? And she looks at you and goes, remember what I said, gentlemen, nobody try to run away. And she starts to walk, and you will notice. Actually, go ahead, and the three of you, Pugna, Forge Father, and Tinker, go ahead and make a perception check for me. We're
14.
getting a lot of perception check, guys.
As she would say that, I would grab my great axe and I would essentially just like set it on the ground and hold the handle and just watch the other ones.
So you said you got a 14. Tinker, what'd you get? Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh no, we
You-
decided what happens when that happens to Tinker, didn't we?
Oh god.
Okay, good. Let me know. Let me know when that happens. All right. So he doesn't see anything. I think he's still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Um, he's not entirely convinced that that lady was telling him the truth. Go ahead and Forge Father, what did you roll?
13.
Okay, so we got 13 and a 14. All right. So you guys would see Adelaide walk up to the rubble of this temple and kind of like sigh a little bit, roll her neck. And she walks directly in to the ruins of this temple. She just walks right through the stone. Nothing stops her. She doesn't you from what you can tell, she doesn't do any kind of spell. She doesn't do any kind of trick. She just walks right into the ruins. And go ahead and for me, what was your nickname? Your
Zara.
full name? Zara.
Oh, Zara. Zara.
Go ahead and make for me. I want you to make. Well, I'll just tell you what happens. So currently, you're standing in the dark. You can't see nothing. Do you have dark vision?
I do actually. I believe 60 feet.
Okay, so you'd normally be able to see, even in the dark, right? Normally, this wouldn't be a problem,
Yeah,
but
this wouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
I think what you slowly realize as your kind of eyes adjust and everything is that you are standing basically in the stones of the fallen temple. You're not.
Yeah.
You're like you're just in you're like you're inside the rock. You're like there should be no logical way that I am standing here right now. And as you're standing there, I want you to go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh Lord. Well, it was meant to be. Investigation 9.
So I think you're just a little confused right now. You have no idea kind of what's going on. And
I'm looking for my
despite,
sister. Where's my sister?
yeah, you don't have a body. You're looking around and all you see is just darkness and kind of you can make out like the outlines of different shapes of rubble, but no matter where you look, there's no body. There's really nothing but the just rubble that you're standing in. And you're there for a little bit and you're kind of getting a little more nervous and a little more nervous. And suddenly you hear, well, actually you'll feel someone run directly into you. Oh, oh my goodness. Thank the gods. I found you. I swear I have been through every crack of this place, and that's not even a pun. Okay? And she will grab you by the hand and she'll be like, let's go. We're gonna get out of here. And she just starts tugging you along by your hand.
No,
And
what?
you're just
My sister. Where's my sister? Where is Serafina?
Well, from what I can tell of the damage around us, probably dead if she was with you. Well, you're dead. Come on. And
No,
she's just like tugging you. It's all right.
no. Where is she up ahead?
Will that make you come out of the rubble with me faster?
Yes. I can't leave her behind.
Then yes, she's ahead. Come on,
Okay.
make an insight check.
Oh boy. Ugh. You're not gonna like that one. That is dirty 20. I rolled an 18.
Perfect. So you can tell she is pandering to you right now. She is like, I just need you to come with me and do what I say. Come on, it's all right.
I have to find my sister though, right? You're gonna lead me to my sister?
Hi. Okay. And she'll stop you. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Look around, darling. Do you see where we're standing?
Oh, the temple collapsed. There was fire. I know what happened. I was with her. We were supposed to go together. We're always together.
She just rubs her temples. Two gods and a sibling set. You all really fucking hate me. And she's talking to people like just as if she's just talking to someone in her head. This is just a joke. I'm sorry to tell you this. Your sister and you are gonna be separated for just a little while, just a bit.
No.
It just I don't decide these things, but
Who does?
can we
Who
you
decides?
know what? If I find out, I'll let you know. I I can help you. At least, right? Let's let's get out of the rubble. Let's brush ourselves off. Let's regroup and then we can come up with a plan for you and your sister. Yeah? We can do this. Can you just and she's like at this point she's
Okay.
like grabbing you almost as if you're like a small child and like wrangling you just slowly like coaxing you like just come with me. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Ah, siblings. Ah. And she is just pulling you along and as you kind of clear out of the rubble go ahead and describe yourself so that the gentlemen, when they come out of the when you come out of the ruins, can know what you look like.
So she is a blue-skinned tiefling. She's got long white hair, almost like probably all the way down to her butt. Just back there. She's got big purple horns that are curved back with the tips. And she has, peeking out, she has this long, short, I would say medium length tail. And her eyes are violently purple as well. and she's got this scar on the right side around her eye that almost looks like veins. And there's also, you'll see one around her neck eventually. And then she's got one also on her right arm. There's just these 3 wavy lines, and she's kind of wearing like fighter's gear, has a daggers and a short bow on her back. But that is what she looks like.
Fantastic. Thank you. All right. So as you see this, what you guys see is Adelaide is this elven woman that you've just met is slowly coasting out. She almost kind of looks like a scared cat. And she keeps looking back into the rubble as if she's forgotten something or left something behind. And yeah, you just kind of hear Adelaide like, "It's all right. Come on. If it makes you feel any better, you're not the only one. Come meet the gang. Come on." And she'll point you off into this direction where you'll see Pugna, Runefather, and Tinker standing. And she goes, "Almost complete. I almost have the set. How are this one?" Alizara. That's her name. Say hello, everyone.
I would bow. Or at least nod.
Hi. Fantastic. Tinker, say hello. Oh, I said, don't be shy. You guys will get to know each other plenty, I promise. And you, Rune, come on. Still waiting on that smile. I know I'll see it one day.
I shake my head. Say nothing.
She's just going to look over at Alizara. I hope I can at least get a smile out of you one day. I know it's not today. It's okay. It's okay. I can tell.
Her tail will like wrap around herself right now, and she's just tears start going down her face.
Oh, I know.
My sister. I want my sister.
Yes. Right. I am your light keeper in all things, my dear. I will help you in everything I can, but this is not something I can. Unless she herself became a reaper like you, that's not, it's just, like I said, this is not a permanent, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Reaper?
Getting ahead of myself. Nobody panic. Deep breaths, everyone. Woosah. In, out. It's okay. We're doing fine. Everyone's fine. Okay. Gather around. Everyone. And she'll like brush off fictional dust from Elazar. We are doing great. We have one more to get, and then we will. Once we get our last, we just got one more to get, and then we can talk. We can talk. I promise. And she claps her hands, and once again, you guys feel that sharp tug. And it was Forge Father who saw the string that he was attached to Adelaide. If you were to look down at that string, every time you feel this tug, that string almost goes taut for a second and then loosens again. And you can tell that she is somehow, if you were to follow that string, it's almost like if you followed that string all the way, you would see that it connects with all of the other strings and then it connects to her. So kind of like a leash, yes.
I feel like a four-year-old child in the mall with just like the backpack on.
Yeah, it kind of is like that. She, you've clapped your hands. You're in a new place. A couple of you are familiar with the sensation. Alzar, this is a new one for you. And you're still in a little bit of shock. And she just looks at you and goes, "Oh, she's gonna do. Don't worry, your housekeeper will do wonders. She's great. Okay, just hold on for me. All right, you're doing great, girl. All right, one more, and she'll look off. And Paragon, go ahead. And what has your PC been doing for the little bit of time before he finds himself in death's clutches?
He's gonna look back at his assistant. A look of fury crossing his face as he picks up this purple, almost like a cylinder, and it's almost rubbery. But it's kind of the outer layer of this item object is kind of textured, like almost like a pickle. And he looks at it, looks back at this person, and then he throws it at the man's chest. What in the hell were you thinking? I asked for fresh. I paid for fresh. Displacer tentacles. 4,000 gold you just wasted. I needed these ingredients for. He pinches the bridge of his nose. Why in the hell did I even hire you if you can't even perform a simple task? My research requires fresh ingredients, not preserved. Did you just get the hell out of my sight now before I turn you to ash? And the assistant silently walks off, door slamming behind him. Fucking useless. He'll turn around and in front of him are alembics, beakers, contraptions that are nearly alien in design, glowing runes, things floating. It's clear that he is in a laboratory of some sort of an arcane nature.
So you would say your PC is a very experienced traveler and researcher. He has spent a lot of time with his own adventuring party, hasn't he? He's got a large group of friends.
Uh, they no longer adventure. He is. Everyone's doing their own thing now, given that they had reached the pinnacle of their position. Him being an arch magi, and one of the prestigious researchers of the Netherese Empire. One of the greatest magical empires to have ever existed in Faerun.
Right. And your adventuring party has spent a lot of time helping people, and you guys might have made your own large collection of enemies as well, right? You probably got a few baddies looking to settle a few scores.
Very few are left alive, but yes, there may be a couple. None more so than his former mentor, one he has a very dim view of at this point.
And so you and this mentor, you've had a falling out and you haven't been together for a while or have been learning with each other, practicing magic together or researching. But slowly, even in your retired adventuring days, you start to hear a little bit of musings that your old mentor is up to something, well, something a little dangerous. He's got plans, and they involve immortality. And so, learning the danger that he would present if he reached his goals, you call upon your old group. You get the band back together, essentially. And you decide as a group that your mentor needs to be taken care of. He needs to be stopped, as adventurers do. And so you and your party set out to go and take care of your mentor, who has decided that he.
Sam, I shot you a quick message, by the way.
Yeah, I got you. So
Okay.
you guys are attempting to hunt him down. You're having no luck. You've been traveling the kingdoms. You're looking, and finally you decide to take a little bit of a respite back home in your lab. And as you're coming back and you're settling in and you're getting your adventure back off, you notice something different. Can you make a perception check for me?
Sure. That would be a 15.
Okay. You're a very meticulous man, as generally researchers are. You know where your things are. Everything has a place. Everything has a home in your lab. Everything is meant to be where it's to be. But something's different. Someone's been here. Someone's been moving your things around. And as you're walking around your lab and researching, trying to figure out exactly what's been moved, perhaps who moved it, you suddenly get hit with a spell. And a full-blown battle in your lab ensues. There's explosions. There's fireballs. There's all kinds of craziness. It goes on for hours. Things are exploding everywhere. And you fight the good fight. Your party even comes and tries their best to help you get out of this. Slowly, one by one, they also find themselves unable to get in there to help you out, really. They're trying. You're trying to get to them. They're trying to get to you. Nothing's really working. This battle's ensuing. And then question. Do you have anything around your lab? Any contingency plans for in case anything like this were to happen?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's magical wards, traps, all kinds of things.
And so as this battle keeps going on, and you find you're pretty evenly matched with your mentor. No matter how hard you try, can't really seem to get that final blow and that final hit. And so you make a decision. You know that you've set contingencies. You have made this place a nightmare for someone looking for what this man is. And you decide now's as good as time as any. And you set off one of those traps. And your lab effectively becomes a nuke. And everything within, I'd say, about a 3-mile radius is affected. Your lab is gone. And where it was is a very large crater. And in the very bottom of that crater, you find yourself standing there. What do you do?
What in the hell? Mistral. He's gonna look around. Is there any sign of his mentor?
No, there's nothing. You leveled your lab. You made sure, I believe it was radiant magic that you ensured you hit him with. So you vaporized him and your lab and yourself.
Shit.
And so you're
Well,
about
there goes the fucking spell plague.
like 10 feet down in this crater. And you're looking up and around, and you see kind of up at the top 4 people and a very pretty elven woman standing. And she's just waving at you. Hi. I gotta say, that was insane. I have seen a lot of death. Combustion on a mass level. That is a new one. Hi, I'm Adelaide, and you are Orem, right?
Before he even answers, he's gonna point his staff at her.
Oh, that won't do anything. Well, I mean, you might be able to like try it. Let's see what happens. Come on.
Yeah, he's attempting to use hold person through the staff.
When you cast it, it fires off like normal. It feels like normal. But when it hits her, when it like goes through her, she just rolls her shoulder and like cocks her neck and goes, "Ooh, tingly." Yeah, I told you it wouldn't work. Doesn't work on me. And she will point down. See, look, and see that? See, and you're gonna look down to your chest, and you're gonna notice that thin silver thread. That me and you, yeah, we're one. You can't do anything to me that I don't want done. All right. So, hi, I'm
But
Adelaide, and you
hold on,
are.
hold on.
Oh,
I blasted myself into astral projection.
oh no, you blasted yourself into death. You're dead.
I
What did you
he's
think?
well. I don't know what the hell Mistral has planned for me. Well,
Oh, well, you're gonna find out. So you're dead. So are all of these fine folks. Nobody really has much idea what's going on. I'm working on that, but I needed to get our little gang all together. So
hold on.
to what?
Well, I'm trying. I need to take stock of what the hell's going on. He's going to take a look at. He's going to take a real good look at his staff. He needs to make sure that he's still, able to defend himself. So, he needs to make sure that his staff is in good order. He needs to be able to replenish his ring, and his robes. And he takes a good look at his staff, and there appears to be he's silent as a look of shock and horror crosses his face.
Do an
As he
investigation check for
notices,
me.
okay,
Do an investigation check for me.
that'd be a 10.
Okay, so you're gonna notice looking at yourself, everything looks the same. Looks absolutely the same as when you put it on this morning. Nothing looks different, nothing looks changed, nothing looks affected. And when you did cast that spell, you felt your magic. You felt it attempt to take an effect, but it just didn't do anything to her.
Okay.
She's yeah, you're dead. Honest question, did you think No, that's rude. All right. How's everyone doing? All right. Pugna, you good?
I would like to know where Moss is.
The boss? I'm the boss.
Moss,
Um,
my rabbit.
oh, is it a familiar or is it just a rabbit?
He's my friend.
Okay. Well, let's see if this'll work. I don't know if it will. I can try. Hold on. And she's gonna reach down. I want you to make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Investigation. That's a 16 with a +0.
Nice. So you're gonna watch as she kind of looks down at her chest and she starts to pull at the strings and she pulls
Okay.
one out. She pulls one out. And you can tell that it's the one attached to you. And she starts to like do something to it. You're not entirely sure. And she like rubs her finger across it and she goes, "Can you do me a favor? Can you just
Yes.
call for your friend? Say, 'Hey, Moss, can you help me out?'"
Moss. Moss, where did you go? Moss.
Suddenly, in your arms, he's gonna appear.
My little, he's half blind and he's a 3-legged little scrappy little looking rabbit. Moss.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, Paragon, can you describe your character for everyone?
Yes, he is about 5'6". Very, very strange looking skin. He's not a drow. Any elf would be able to really tell that. But he's kind of got dark skin, dark hair, almost shadowy in appearance. Wearing very, very fine clothes, like aristocratic clothes, with a set of with a very well made of scale or set of scale mail armor hidden underneath, and he's carrying a staff.
Adeline says, "Oh, fantastic. Oh, still got it." And she like shimmies her shoulders. "All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is everyone, I think." Okay. We are doing great, you guys. Everyone is so yeah. Honestly, I thought this was gonna be a little harder, but we're doing well so far. Alizar, are you doing all right?
I want my sister.
She just closes her eyes for like 10 seconds and like does one of those deep breathing, recentering moments. Ah, right, sister. Okay. Anyway, um, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have everyone. Is anybody unclear that they are dead? Just- Can we just before we go, we're good. Everyone's got that. All of the blank
Understood.
stares. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Confirmation. Love it. Elazar, dead. Got it. Yeah. I know, sister. I'm working on it. Okay. Well, let's go home then. Shall we? It's going to be great, guys. You'll love it. It's a fantastic place. And you're going to feel once again that tug. And if you were to look at that silver thread, it would go very taut again. And you are going to find yourself. See if I can get it to work. If you go to Owlbear and you look around, you should be able to see a map with a tavern here. You are going to find yourselves in this tavern. Let's see if I can put you guys in here. Nice. So there's Tinker and Pugna, Forge Father, Alizara, and Aurum. Here's our lovely Adelaide. There you go. All right. So you should be able to see yourselves on the map. You should be able to move yourselves around. Let me know if you want me to change your tokens. I can do that. But you are going to find yourselves in very suddenly a
I don't
very
see myself. I'm
cozy.
sorry. I'm loading.
What is screaming?
I have on stream. I'm not able to see the map, just let you know.
Oh, I don't know why that's not changing. I'll have to figure that out. Well, for tonight, guys, you might not be able to see the map because I don't know how to fix that. But I will work on it. Can you guys see it in Owlbear though?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll work on, if you're watching the stream, I will work on figuring out how to get that connected for next session. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, but if you guys can see it, and
I'm good now. I can see it.
Maybe, yeah.
let's. How do I do it? No, it didn't change. Dang. I tried. We'll figure it out next time. As long as you guys can see it, I'll worry about it next time. It's gonna be theater of the mind for the viewers. I think you guys can do that. Yeah, and if you go to Deadman's too, I will not take offense. You can see it on there. But you guys can see it, but you find yourselves in a pretty standard spot that a group of adventurers would find themselves in, a very cozy tavern. There's a nice large round bar. There's a big table that has almost exactly the amount of chairs as there are you. There's a nice big fireplace. It's very warm and inviting. And when you when you get here, you feel cozy. A little bit like, yeah, I'm dead, but could be worse. And you can move yourselves around if you'd like. But Adelaide says, so this is our home. This is the Crossroads Tavern. I didn't name it. It kind of just, well, that part is kind of hard to explain. It's in a liminal. So if you were to look outside the windows right now, if somebody would like to look out of the windows, go ahead and make an investigation check for me for anybody that would like to open the door and look outside or look out a window. Feel free to make an
That is a
investigation.
natural one to look.
Uh,
uh,
oh, I think
another. Better?
yeah, I can always change it too. Does anyone else have orange? That's me. Okay. Okay. Oh no, you're fine. Absolutely. We want you to be able to see. So who investigation check for looking out of the window for anybody who wanted to make it. What'd you get?
I rolled 12.
I rolled an 8. I'm distraught over my sister still, apparently.
Tinker, did you roll one? And then
14.
okay, 14. And then Forge Father, what did you get? Were you looking out the window?
12. Sorry, 12.
12 and 14. Okay, so Forge Father and Orem, you guys, when you look outside, you would see a very dense, thick forest. It's so thick and dense. It almost doesn't make sense. There are just so many trees. How are they that close? How do that many of them fit in there? How do they grow that big? And they just you just can't see through it. There's just trunks. Even if you try to look through the trunks, there's no space. If you try to look up through the leaves, there's nothing. And if you were to look up into the sky, you would just see almost like the Milky Way galaxy, a complete star system. Oh, fantastic. So I would avoid outside. Do you see all that? That's liminal space, they tell me. And if you go out there, you might not come back in, right? Think floating off into the distance. All right? Everyone take note of that. I'll only tell you once. Okay. Right. So this is the Crossroads Taverns. This is home. Feel free to get comfy, explore the rest of hello,
What
everyone. And she
what
like
do you
taps her
mean
hand.
home?
Oh, this is your new home. This is your new home. I'll show you the rest in a little bit, but first I'd like you to hello. I told you guys to make yourselves presentable. Where are all of you? Presentable doesn't mean disappear. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. Yes, Tinker, you are. You are, dear. I'm not talking to you. Just a moment. Hello? And she's just shouting off and she just walks up to the stairs. You are not funny. You know that? And suddenly suddenly popping up, you notice just the cutest little halfling woman scurrying quickly down the stairs. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Hi. Hello, everyone. I was just cooking and I wanted to wash up real quick before you all got here. Hello. Hi. And she just starts waving at all of you and she's smiling really big. She is an older woman. I don't know if I can make her, maybe I can make her a little bigger. You can see her. She's an older halfling woman. She looks very homely, very motherly. You get the vibes of like a grandma or an aunt. That she will be a shoulder to cry on or an ear to vent to or, will have a warm meal for you after a long day. And I'm gonna make everyone a little bigger. I don't like how small all of you are. Um, she kind of scurries up. "Hello, guys. I am Gilfira. Nice to meet all of you. Oh, I am just the worst about names, but I promise I will learn them. But I do have something for you. If you all look and she waves over to you will see the big table. Or did you go and sit down at that table?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so you'll notice that when you sit down, the plates are completely empty. And Gilfira, the woman that you just met, says, "Feel free to take a seat. I did my best. I tried to prepare a little meal for everyone. Go on, everyone take a seat." Oh, I made you smaller. Why did I do that? There you go. Sorry, I'm fiddling with all of you. I'm trying to make you bigger.
I was like, why am
Um,
I getting bigger?
and Gilfira will kind of, if you don't go over to the table, she'll kind of in her halfling way go up to you. If if Forge Father or Pugna doesn't, she's just like behind Pugna, pushing at the back of his caps. Go on, it's gonna be great.
I'm going.
Fantastic. It'll be great. It'll be great. Hi, Gilfira. Hi, 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 hi. She's got a very similar personality to Adelaide, but Gilfira's a little bit warmer, almost like I said, like motherly, auntly, grandmotherly vibes. Um, Adelaide, you too. Oh, good. Okay. And now that everyone has found their seat, like I said, I'm Gilfira. I'm your housekeeper. This is your home, and I am here to make it, well, a little bit warmer. Any questions?
Yeah, do you have a laboratory for arcane studies?
Gilfira just looks over at Adelaide. Well, I do laundry and I cook you food. I don't know. Anyway, any other questions? food or housekeeping related.
How much
Where's
do we
my
have to pay you
sister?
to do this?
Oh, you don't pay me anything, darling. Much like you are a reaper, it is my job to keep all of you comfortable. So, not a dime. Also,
When
she'll explain it.
when do I
Anyone
speak with
else?
the Stone Father?
He looks at Adelaide again. Gods. Yeah, I know. I think it's a joke. One of them has a sister. I'm sure she's going to tell you about it. Oh. I don't know the Stone Father, so I can't introduce you. Any other questions? Once again, food and housekeeping related.
Where can I find my sister?
This is here. And she waves her hand, and in front of you, I had asked each of you before we started, what is your PC's comfort meal? What is a meal that would instantly make them feel really good and they would be really kind of excited to see pop up on their plate? And we'll go through each one of you and you can describe what pops up on the table in front of you. So we will start with Alazara.
I don't remember what my uh what I say my comfort meal is.
It could be a plate full of donuts if you wanted it to be.
I would say like a cherry pie that our mom used to make us um on occasion, just whenever she felt like it.
All right. Go ahead. Let's see. Pugna.
Mine, I believe, was just bread and like warm and just like water. Let me double check.
It would be
Perfect. Hard bread,
warm.
salted meat, and bitter tea if it's there.
It would be the perfect hard bread. Just just hard enough that you get a good crisp, but not hard enough that it would break your teeth.
Nice.
Tinker, what is your comfort meal? Done just how you like it. Go ahead and tell me, Forge Father, what is your comfort meal?
Forge Father doesn't know comfort, so he's never had a comfort meal.
I think instead of nothing popping up on his plate, I think a hearty stew, one that would hearken to your moments of being in the battlefield, of being around your fellow soldiers and the men that you fought with. And it would make, when you see it, when you smell it, it would remind you of those moments that soldiers have in camp where they sit down and all enjoy a little meal even before the battle. And sometimes it's the last time you see some of your friends. And I think even though you don't feel like you know comfort, that meal gives you a little bit of an unfamiliar feeling.
Yes, I
Go
like it.
ahead and go ahead. Orem, what is your comfort meal?
Excuse me. It would be a nice dish of chicken parmesan, golden crispy outer layer, layered with a nice savory marinara sauce and a thick layer of melted cheese with a side of Alfredo and garlic bread, and a glass of red wine.
So
Yep.
I know I
That's
just made
okay.
everyone hungry. You're welcome. So as these meals pop up in front of you, Gilfira didn't even lift a finger. She barely blinked. And in just a moment, she's made something very deeply personal and intimate to each one of you appear in front of you. You're like, it's an unexpected, pleasant surprise in this moment because you're like shell shocked, a little confused. But this is a little source of comfort, right? A comfort meal, good food. And Gilfira will nod her head and say, enjoy your meal. That's not the only one. I can do that at any time, and I can make anything you want. And she looks over specifically at Forge Father, and she goes, nice try, but no one can fool me. And she winks at you, and then she walks up and up the stairs, and you can tell Forge Father, well, actually, go ahead and make an insight check.
All right. Oh, that might be good. Insight is going to be a 21.
Fantastic. So the feeling that you get is that even if you were to try and hide behind a shield of your standard shield of disconnect, of unemotional attachments and things like that, it won't work on her. She can see through it. She has a special skill in this place that can make you feel a level of comfort that you almost feel like an unfamiliar sense of, I could probably talk to this lady, and that'll be a unique feeling for Forge Father, I think. He's not used to intrinsically feeling comfort, and she just gives you that vibe.
No, it's very alien to him, and it makes him uncomfortable.
Also, I love
Which
that
is
you
ironic.
added your bunny poop.
Cute.
Adelaide
I thought you liked that.
Adelaide lets you all start eating, and she's like, "Oh, look, we're getting settled. That's fantastic. Everybody enjoy their meals. You guys are doing great."
I would set Moss on the table. I would break off a piece of my bread for him, and I would leave it there. Half of the bread is always his, and then I would continue to snack on the hard meat as I would have
And
poured some water out for him.
Adelaide
I would
just
look.
looks at you and goes, "Pets on the table." Okay.
You said
All right.
get comfortable.
You know what? You know what? That's on me. You are right. Okay.
And he is not
So
a pet. He is a friend.
also on me. I'm sorry. What is your friend's name?
His name is Moss. He is a little scamper, let me tell you.
Scamper. Fantastic. This little just keep little Scamper away from my very expensive books. Thank you. Okay.
He doesn't
Now.
care.
So Adelaide will look at you guys. So, everyone wants to know why they're here. That's not even a question. I know that must be number 1 on your mind except for you. And she points at Alizara. I know your sister's number 1. So number 2, why you're here. Okay, let me tell you. You're Reapers. Grim Reapers. You are dead. You died. We've established that. Now, some people, when they die, go on to the next. You all ended up here with me. Here's the thing. Your God, he chose you for this task. Okay, so I'll break it down for you a little bit. This is kind of how I understand it. The gods, there's a lot of us, right? A lot of living beings kind of all over the place, pestering them for things and such. And they got a little overwhelmed with transporting all of us from living to dead. So they decided, middle management, as gods do. And well, here we are.
I
So
hate middle management.
welcome to it, buddy. So your job is to bring souls from that moment, that like couple seconds after you died and you were kind of figuring things out. Yeah, your job will be to take someone from there to whatever they're supposed to do next. Bahamut's gonna have to wait. Everyone's staring
I've
at
served the
me.
Stone Father my entire life. I
Right,
should
he's
be at his
also.
side.
So from what I understand, he signed you up for this job.
Well, buddy, you may have been abandoned by your god.
Abandoned, not abandoned. Temporarily given work?
Well, if you want to be diplomatic about it, you could say you've been temporarily reassigned from whatever duties you were assigned to perform by your god.
Your god pulled
Outrageous
straws,
goes.
and yours was the shortest one.
That's a good one. I like that.
What is the purpose of this mission?
Right. It's not so much a mission as a job. Like I said. So you'll get the little bit of the finer details as you do. It's kind of a hands-on thing.
Oh, fuck.
But Reapers, you are Reapers. I am your light keeper. So, I know you hate middle management, but if you guys were the worker bees, I'm the queen bee of this place. I'm your boss. Well, you get the souls. You bring the souls to me, and I push them through the door. Right? That's that's essentially our job.
Does that
It's
mean
job.
if you could pull somebody back out if they've gone through the door? Like,
No.
Sounds like a
Once
bunch of bureaucratic red parchment.
so how am I supposed to?
exactly. How are you supposed to?
Where am I going to find my sister if we can't pull her back through the door? Like, do I have to follow after her?
Well, okay. You won't be a Reaper forever. Bahamut did not abandon you. Neither did the Stone Father. I promise one day you will meet your gods. You will see your sister again because she is also dead. But it's just gonna take more time. Right. Joke's on
Well, did
us who
anybody?
thought death was peaceful.
Yeah. Well, did anybody from the temple survive? Maybe I could find some leads there.
Your old life is sort of irrelevant now. That sounds
That
harsh.
means
There's no going back for anyone.
I
The
didn't say
doors
I wanted to go
closed.
back, but I mean,
Right. I just mean, even if you were to go to talk to any of those priests, they wouldn't know it was you.
they all
They
deserve
would.
to die anyway.
Oh,
Who do
I wouldn't.
you answer to?
Who do I answer to? Me?
Correct.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, right. Reapers, your Reapers. Does everyone at least have that part?
Yes, we're
We
all
collect
here
souls for you.
here
Not me.
to.
Okay, so you do collect souls, but not for me. You just we'll get there. Right. Well, as for pulling your sister back, I would not suggest it. I don't think that would be good for anyone.
So if we help you collect souls, I can see her like that. Then I'll get to see her faster. I guess is that what you're saying?
One day. It seems to me, and don't quote me on this because I'm not. It kind of just happens. Every reaper reaps souls until they reach some sort of quota. Nobody really knows what that quota is. See, all of you are replacements. You are all replacements for reapers who have recently completed their final reaps and moved on. One day, you will also complete a final reap and move on. You'll see Bahamut, you'll see the Stonefather, sisters. Yes. Till then, you're here.
What about me? What do you think I'll get to see?
I don't know you like that yet.
He just kind of smiles.
Is everyone doing all right? Check-in time. How are we feeling? Used and abused?
I replaced somebody. You said.
Yes.
How
Yes,
long were
there were
they? How long were they here before I replaced them?
5 years? 5 years? Go ahead, and when she says that, anybody who wants to can make an insight check.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's real good.
every time, man.
I know that if it is, I'm probably going to be lied to about this. This wouldn't happen to be a one of the levels on Avernus, would it? Not trying to tap us to collect souls for Asmodeus.
I rolled a 23.
I rolled a 9. I believe her.
Don't worry, Paragon. I'll circle back to you. What did you get, Pugna?
I did not roll. I would not care.
Gotcha. Paragon, did you roll insight?
Oh, he's waiting for the answer before he even bothers to see whether she's being straight or
And
forward
then
with them.
okay, and then Tinker, what did you get? I know what the other 2 got. 3? All right. So the only one who would know for certain that she isn't being entirely truthful with the 5 years is Runefather.
Yeah.
The way she says it kind of gives you all the sense that she's not being entirely truthful. It's 5 years. It kind of varies depending on the reaper. Like I said, there's no set number. I can't tell you the exact date, but it'll happen.
Well, I asked you specifically the person I replaced. How long were they here? And you lied to me.
Okay.
It's not a good way to start a relationship.
All right. I'll be honest. He was here for 15 years. I didn't want to break your heart like that so soon.
I can't see my sister for 15 years.
It might
Is
be
that what you're
different for
saying?
you. It might be different for you.
So you're saying more?
Well, I mean, it's going to depend on how many people we kill.
Oh, you
Right?
don't do
Is
any of
that
the
how much?
killing, just the reaping.
Oh. So we're collecting what happens when they die?
That
All
sounds like
of
we're
you.
collecting souls for Asmodeus.
Adelaide is gonna look at you and she's gonna say, Orem, you exist in a space outside of Avernus. Worry not, my friend. And you can make an insight check if you'd like.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and do that. Anybody want to guess?
One.
You got an at 20, didn't you?
Cougar's right.
Ah! Winner. Winner's right.
He
So-
believes whatever the fuck she says.
Yes, you do believe her. But you also get kind of the earnest sense that she's not lying to you. And for Forge Father, she'll look at him and go, "This day is a lot. You're right. I shouldn't have lied. But telling someone that they might be stuck in a liminal space for 15 years where they might not be able to see their god that they've dedicated their entire existence to is a lot for someone, just like dying is, okay? Cut me some slack."
Yeah, let's
Well,
not do that again.
If it's
But
the
when do
last time.
When do we start doing the reaping? Like, let's move on with this. Faster I can do this, faster I see my sister.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Initiative. We love to see it. We love to see it. Well, hold on a second. And she'll push out her chair and kick out. And everyone, talk amongst yourselves for a moment and eat your food. And you're going to see her storm up the stairs, mumbling to herself, "I told him to get himself together." And she starts scurrying up the stairs rather quickly. And you guys can talk among yourselves for a minute.
And Zara will look around at everybody. And her tail will have un will not be curled around her anymore, but just like starting behind her, just twitching like angrily, kind of like a cat tail would. So I'm working with you guys, I guess.
It does not seem we have much of an option.
Well, it's going to be interesting working for Asmodeus collecting souls.
What makes you so sure that that is the job?
Because I do not believe a word she says. There's only one reason to go around, and he'll put up quotation marks, ushering souls into the afterlife.
Yeah, she's definitely lying. She's not telling us the whole truth.
And
The whole
so
truth.
if she is, what do you plan to do about it?
I would actually get up from the table and see if I can walk out the door.
Didn't What is that gonna do? What are we if we leave, what are we gonna do? We're dead. Like what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
When
I'm gonna
you
find the stone father.
when you open the door, I want you to roll a dexterity save.
Oh, perfect. This is probably gonna go well.
Yeah, we've been rolling great tonight.
That's
Yeah.
that's pretty good. 17.
You open the door, and as soon as you open it, nothing happens at first. Are you gonna try and walk
I
outside?
would try to walk out. Yeah, absolutely.
God.
When you walk outside, you immediately find yourself back at the base of the stairs.
Son of a bitch.
What would we have seen?
And like poof right over, right?
You would have seen him go through the doorway and then
appear from the
immediately
stairs.
show up just right back at the bottom of the stairs. He would have just like poofed into existence there. You would have seen him disappear out of the frame of the door, almost as if the door was a portal. As soon as he walked in, he's just stepped right out at the bottom of the stairs.
How was seeing your god?
Don't think that's gonna work.
Clearly not. I guess we're resigned to this fate for the time being.
What is everybody's skills here?
I will grab my great axe. I will slap it on the. I'll like put it on the table. I'll make sure it like lands a little heavier than like normal without making it seem obvious. And then I will say protecting.
Nice. That was good.
Obviously, I'm good with. I have my daggers. I have my bow. So, but I'm good for whatever. I'm I'm good at getting in and out quickly. So
Were those your sisters?
weapons? No, my sister was not what I am. She was a follower of the Soon. So she was on a different path than me.
A lot of holiness here. How did that work out for you all? That's what I thought. He's gonna stand up and walk away.
Forge Father, I want you to make an investigation check.
All right. That's a 5.
So you don't hear it. Oram, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I think you cursed my damn dice. Not one.
God damn, that's like 7 tonight.
You
So-
know less than I do.
It's Sam. It's Sam. She's cursed us.
I haven't rolled one nat one, so it's kind of weird.
Don't say that.
True, I haven't rolled one.
At least I won't be rolling them for bid.
So you guys still don't hear it, and you're just sitting downstairs. Forge Father is frustrated. Even if he tried to continue at a run, anytime you try to step outside of that door, you immediately find yourself transported back in to some space in this living room. And after a little bit, you guys hear coming back down the stairs. You see Adelaide, and you see with her a man you've never seen before. Haven't seen him yet.
He's tiny right now.
I'm getting there. I'm
There
getting
we
there.
go.
I made him bigger. That man. Let me make him bigger so you guys can see him for a minute, and then I'll make him small again. See
Oh,
this
cool.
guy?
Jesus Christ.
Robert Downey Jr.
He does look very Robert Downey, but we love it.
Yeah.
He's also like think Robert Downey in his like gruff era. That guy. And behind him you see another person. This person isn't walking down the stairs so much as why is he ginormous?
Whoa.
Jeez.
Hey, what's up, Heath Ledger?
Don't look at the map.
Oh, never mind.
That's like a young Heath Ledger for sure.
We were just inside him. That was not okay.
Woo! All right. So you see this guy, but like I said, he's not walking. He falls down the stairs and is laying in a pile at the bottom of the stairs. The guy that was walking in front of him moves out of the way as he falls. Like this is a regular occurrence. Walks around the corner.
Yeah.
Just looks at all of you and goes, one of the few groups I have seen where someone isn't crying like a baby. Impressive. The name's Hexel. And he just nods his head at you.
he all the way over there?
Well, when you fought gods, you kind of have to expect that you're probably going to die. Ain't no point in crying about it.
Very pragmatic of you.
As he would enter
Has-
the room, Pugno would stand up to acknowledge that he's in the room. And as he would say his name, he would say, Pugno, it's a pleasure.
Pugna. Got it.
What is your relation to Adeline?
Oh, I'm your bookkeeper. You'll see. I keep this place. I keep all of you doing your jobs. Really, I just hand you a piece of paper with a name on it.
And I would
Very
see that
mind-numbing.
other man is the janitor as he is eating off the floor, so to speak.
Hexel doesn't laugh, but he does like that, like super manly, like, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother to try to explain that. And he just goes and plops down at the bar. Gilfira! And she pops up literally just behind the bar all of a sudden. There's no need to yell like that. Okay? You could just ask nicely. Does anybody do anything about the heap of a man on the floor, or do you all just leave him there? You notice that the 3 people who are already here almost pay him no mind.
Zara would, I mean, if nobody else has like mentioned him, Zara is gonna go over to him and, excuse me, are you okay?
That's a new voice. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Zara.
And he'll roll over and look at you. Oh, and you have horns?
Yeah, they're attached. Please don't pull on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
not without your consent, anyways. And he'll turn around. Oh, so then they're here. And he's like face down, talking in the dirt when he's like ground when he says that. He's like, oh, they're here.
Do you need help up, like standing? Are you okay? Like, are you? Did you drink too much? I've seen my parents drink too much, and not always fun.
It's and he just like lifts his arm up and like waves it. You just when the world tell the
What?
world to stop spinning, and I'll be fine. Just a minute. The world's just
What?
and he'll kind of like try and get up and like stumble down again.
I would
Can
pick
you
him up and hold
Yeah,
him up.
to the bar? Can you get me to the bar?
yeah, we can help you to the bar.
Oh, good folk, good folk. Callum. Callum's the name.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't think you should drink more though. If we help you to the bar, by the way, I mean, I don't think it'll help. I think you need some strong tea.
Can I ask how you died?
Immediately, Zara's face will be like, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh. Adelaide will whip around. Too soon. Callum. Seriously. Just throw him in the first seat you can find. He is always like this. He is supposed to be your trainer. I have been attempting to get him together for the past week for your arrival. Go ahead.
Orem is going to walk up to Adelaide. I'm going to assume that whatever food and drinks we desire, you'll just make it appear without us requesting. Correct?
Oh, that's not me. That's Gilfira. Her.
Oh, sorry, my
Rem-
bad.
remember her name. She's very kind. She'll be very nice to you. Do you guys want to see your rooms?
Well, that didn't answer my question.
I told you. Ask Gelfira, and the answer is yes. Anything you desire. You just have to think about it, and she can make it appear. If you ask her, that's also very kind, not obligated. But I think we should remember our please and thank yous, Orem.
Right.
But yes, anything you want will appear.
You commandeered me on my death to perform a task against my will, no less, without my permission, and you expect please and thank you from me.
Yeah,
I
you
just
got it
killed
right.
about 300 innocent people, along with my cowardly mentor.
Yeah, please and thank you. You'll be fine. It's all right. Everybody,
Now I think that needs to be earned.
Sir, everybody here's that. Anyway, rooms, bedrooms. Come on, guys, let's go. And she goes up the stairs. And if you go down,
Yeah.
again, let me click. Let me get it.
Before we left, as I would pick up Callum, I would ask him, "So did she lie to you as well?"
Who? Oh, you're talking about Adelaide. No, she's fine. She's just your light keeper. They tend to be like insufferable fucking like, those types of people that just can never tell you straight. They always gotta try and pad everything for you. That's her.
I
She's
can
just
see.
trying to she's just trying to help. But then she gets that like air of about her, I like
Where
you.
they just continue talking and talking
Mhm.
and talking.
Yeah, she's just trying to help. She's just, get 3 beers. That usually works for me. Takes the edge off.
I will set him down at the bar and I will motion to Galfira and I'll say, "Water for him, please." And then I'll follow Adelaide.
Don't listen to him. You know the drill, woman. And sorry, I messed with you there a little bit, Pugna.
No, you just made my rabbit huge.
So when you go upstairs, she
Furry.
leads you upstairs, and you find yourself in a hallway with 4 doors. Now I know there are 5 of you, but I couldn't fit a 5th room on this floor, so there are 4. And she will. Yes.
Zara's gonna look at around her. The a slight problem.
Oh, there are stairs behind me. Don't worry. There's one more room. I didn't forget you,
Okay.
love. You're upstairs. Hold on, boys. You'll notice that each one of these doors has your initials on it. Why don't you just go on in there and see? It'll be great. And so when you go up to the doors, you'll find a door, and you can pick which one you want, and I'll label them later. You're gonna just go through one of the doors, and as you open it, I asked also in that questionnaire, what is your perfect bedroom? What is the perfect place for your PC to have for themselves? Just their like favorite style, decor. Because as each one of you walks into this room, you will notice that it fits you perfectly. And it doesn't look like the tavern outside. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to have the same walls or the same flooring or anything. It is quite literally a representation of your perfect living space. And when you walk in, it is warm and it is inviting and it is very homely because it is everything that you think of when you think of where you would lay your head down to sleep. So we'll go through and I'll let each one of you, Tinker, you're gonna get this one because the boys are gonna be on this floor. Your room, I have another map. If you go a little bit further down, Cougar, you'll see your
Yeah.
room is this
Okay.
one over here on the right, the one with the one bed. And so,
Perfect.
like I said, so let's go ahead and Orem, you can describe what your perfect room would look like.
It'd be a dark room, Gothic architecture, black oak, wood, paneling, flooring, everything. The oak isn't like actually black. It's just like a nice dark brown, like deep woody color. Very, very well, like very well stained, immaculate, with a thick throw rug covering a good portion of the center of the floor, with blackout curtains over the window, and a four-poster bed with with thick sheets on all four sides, surrounding or basically covering a thick goose down bed with satin and silk sheets and pillows.
And like I said, when you
The
walk
room
into
is
this
also,
room, go ahead.
sorry, forgot to mention, the room is lined along one wall from floor to ceiling with books involving arcane study.
Yes, and they are books that it's any book you could think of wanting. When you walk in this room, like I said, it is a feeling of home, of the perfect place. And you'll notice that if you want to slightly adjust something, it takes merely a thought. Say you didn't like the color of that comforter. You could just think about it and watch it change almost instantly. You can physically transform this space to fit your every need. Forge Father, what is your perfect home room look like?
So, uh, Forge Father's never again been in comfort. So his bedroom would be extremely Spartan. It'd be just a simple bed, not much more than like a cot. He'd have a small desk in the corner, altar to the Stone Father, and then taking up kind of the biggest part of the room in the lower right corner would be an actual working forge where he can, do metal work.
And in that forge, you will find everything you need. And you'll notice that even if you were to go over and take like a handful of some ore that you wanted to work with, that it never runs out. It you can just it's almost like it's just like an endless bucket. And the forge fire is always exactly where you need it if you just think about it. It is once again that strange feeling of like somehow this is comfortable. It's not quite what I'm used to. I'm used to uncomfortable, but somehow in that there's just a little bit of comfort for Forge Father here. Go ahead,
Again, a
Tinker.
completely alien feeling for him.
Tinker, go ahead and describe your perfect room. On that tinkering bench is every tool and trinket and little item that your little tinkering heart could ever desire. And if you were to look on that table and not see a thing that you wanted, you would look on the other side a moment later and it would be there, waiting for you. Go ahead, go ahead and Pugna and describe your perfect room.
Sun is hot again.
Pugna would see his initials PO on the door. He would push it open slightly, kind of checking out the room. He would see. He doesn't really trust this place. Still, it feels like bait. It feels too comfortable for him. He'd see a cot inside with a blanket on it that doesn't smell like a wet dog. He'd have a spot for his great axe right next to his bed, for easy access. Hopefully a window, but he wouldn't have it open. He would have probably a small pile of hay and a whetstone next to a chair, to be able to sharpen his axe while Moss rested.
And you would find that Moss has the perfect little bunny spot with an endless supply of treats. And directly next to your bed, another little separate dish for Moss to always have access to a couple of treats from his best friend. And last but certainly not least, our darling Alizara. What does your perfect room look like?
So when she sees the door, it's gonna have it'll have the name just Zara on it, and she's gonna carve into it underneath Sarah, for her sister's name. And then she will go in and it'll be just like her childhood room, that they shared growing up, where there'll be this big queen bed with just all comfy blankets on it. There'll be an extra blanket on the chair by the fire. It'll have just things like games they grew up playing. They'll like a bookshelf with like her favorite stories, just all that kind of stuff growing up. And there'll be I would say like a little statue in the middle of the table of Soon, her sister's deity, just there so she can keep her sister's faith alive. And I think that'll be all that she would have.
We're going to try this, but I will give you the caveat that it probably won't matter what you roll. But I want you to roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Let's give the dice another shot tonight.
5. Yeah, it's not gonna matter either way.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It's a very low DC. You are Adelaide kind of leaves you guys all alone for a while. She she leaves you alone and you kind of get all settled and you're, just hanging out. And as you go to kind of tuck yourself in, Alizara, you notice something sitting kind of on this little desk that you have in the room. And it looks like a little note.
Can I pick it up and look at it?
As you open the note, you recognize this handwriting as soon as you see it. And it's your sister's handwriting. And all it says is stay strong and worry not. I am on the way to find you.
She'll fold it back up, and if there's a drawer or whatever in that desk, she will put it in there for safekeeping.
Is there anything that any of you want to do before you go to bed for the evening? At this point, Adelaide has let you all settle into your rooms and has said that she doesn't want to bombard you with any more information, that you'll learn more soon. But for tonight, to rest. So is there anything any of you want to do before you go to bed?
Yeah, Rune would definitely try and pray to the Stone Father to get answers on why he is where he is.
So as you're praying, you sit there in the usual silence and thoughtful reflection of prayer. You say the familiar words that you have said 1,000, a million times. And as you finish them, you open your eyes and you notice that there is a small stone, very clearly a worked stone. And it wasn't there a moment before, and you certainly didn't will it into shape. And it is sitting near the ledge of your forge.
I would go over to it and pick it up.
As soon as you pick it up, a warm feeling washes over you. And you get the sense that the Stone Father is sending you a message that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Anybody else? As you get up, you've been tinkering now. You don't even know. You haven't really been keeping track. You might have been hours, honestly. And you've just been mindlessly making stuff. And you don't even really know. And as you get up from your bench and you walk to tuck yourself in and you go to lay down, you look back over there and notice something. I want you to make a perception check. I'm trying to give your dice a chance, y'all.
It might not just be happening tonight.
Yes.
Not bad.
Nice. So you see very clearly and very shockingly, once again, you did not will this into existence. And you were mindlessly tinkering. You didn't even realize you'd just been doing it, moving your hands, not even thinking about what you were doing. You have fastened yourself a perfect symbol of Bahamut on a little pin that you can fashion on yourself. And you see it just sitting there perfectly, propped on your desk so that you could see it. Orem or Pugna, either of you got anything?
No, he's just going to go to bed.
Pugna, you guys still hear me decently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pugna at the end of the night would see that everybody else has decided to retire to their bedrooms. He would shut the door behind him. He would go walk in, take a deep breath, um, go set Moss down on his little bed, hand him an extra little carrot or treat or something. He would sit down and he would start to, as he does every night, just take the whetstone and sharpen his great axe until it was bedtime, and then go lay down, set his axe by his bedside, and close his eyes.
As you're laying there, I think Moss hops over. And Moss is always around. He's always a comfort. But he hops over to you and go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's an 18.
You're going to notice something different about Moss.
Oh no. Moss. Moss, buddy, everything okay?
Suddenly, for the first time, and this has never happened before, you hear in your head, I think we can talk now.
What? What? um, as much as a stoic elf could be, one who is war torn and has quite literally seen just about every possible stage of death now to this point, he would have. This would be literally the most surprise. He looks like a kid on Christmas right now. He's like, what the?
And so Moss and Pugna spend the night getting to know each other and just having the cutest conversation that no one else can see and that Pugna would never admit to.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Damn.
And Orem, you may have tried to just go to bed, but you're not getting off that easy.
Eh.
As you go to bed, get all tucked in, you get comfortable, and this bed is surprisingly comfortable. You are a picky man. You know comfort. You kind of get yourself in. And you're almost kind of mad that it's this comfortable. You're a little like begrudged. You don't want it to be. You're like, I wish I could complain to the manager. But you can't quite find a problem wrong. And you go ahead and make a perception check for me.
16.
You look over as you go to roll on your side to tuck yourself in. That's interesting. There's a door there that wasn't there before. And it's not the door that would lead you to the hallway. It's very clearly a completely different door.
I suppose I'll get up and take a look.
And as you open this door, you find an almost exact replica of your lab, of your research center, with all of your tools and instruments and research equipment. And sitting where your desk would be is a little note that simply says, from someone you don't know, you don't recognize the handwriting, you need to keep up on your research. Do not let Adelaide know about this room. And then that'll be where we end our session for tonight. So
That
thank you, guys.
was beautiful.
Funny,
Absolutely
deep
fantastic.
talks, funny talks.